everyone, it's Megan. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be something a little different. I found these sparkle magnets from DiamondDotz at Michael's. They were 40% off, so they started off at $12. They were 40% off, and then I also got a 20% teacher discount. So it ended up costing me $5.76. So I just decided to get them and see what it's all about. They also had, I think it was like stickers or something, but I chose the magnets. I liked the images better. So it looks like there's a ladybug, peace fingers, and a shamrock. So let's open it up and see. It says it's a 20-minute project. And the finished sizes are larger than pictured. And let's see, it says how it works. Quick, easy, and fun to do. Just use DiamondDotz to make your own sparkle magnets. Kit contents are sparkle magnets ×3 ready to decorate with DiamondDotz. DiamondDotz pre-sorted by shade, DiamondDotz stylus, craft tray, and wax. Complete instructions suitable for ages 8 to 80. But I think if you're 90 or 100, you could also do this too, or 110 or 120 or whatever. So I'm just gonna get into it. All right. Sparkle magnets. I've never bought anything from DiamondDotz. I saw some diamond paintings there too, but none that I really liked. The selection wasn't very good. Okay, so they're pretty thick magnets. I don't know if you can see. They're a nice weight. They have a nice weight to them. And it looks like the ladybug needs help getting punched out completely. There. So we have 3 little magnets there. Put that in my trash cup. So these are the canvases, if this was a real diamond painting. Okay. So I have a gray boat. A gray boat. Never got one of those before, so that's new. Same as the green, just a different color. A pen with a single tip and a little squishy gripper. Okay. And I got some wax, and it has the DiamondDotz logo on the covering of it, which is pretty neat. Huh. All right. It comes with directions. Let's look at those. I'm wondering, okay, all right. Okay, so step 1, you get everything ready, I guess. Step 2, load your pen. Step 3, pull back the paper and lay the diamonds. Step 4, keep going. And step 5 is you're done. Needle alert world. Interesting. I like to see like what they say about diamond painting in the directions. It's changed over time with how specific they're getting and stuff. I feel like it's a little different. All right, so I'm noticing a little key inside this little bag of drills here. So here's the little key for the color key. Symbol color key. hold on to that. We'll clip that on there. And then here are the diamonds. They're round. They're very colorful. Just a little bit of each one. You don't need too many. They are looking pretty good too. In terms of trash from the, you know, my first gander to them, I mean. A lot of times with these sort of partials where there's not much in the bag, I get a lot of static issues, and I think it's because there's not a lot of drills in the bag. But I'm noticing some AB greens here to use on that shamrock. I saw on the cover there were some shinier ones. So yeah. Alright, so that is, those are the drills. I'm not going to kit up with this, with these. I'm just going to go through, I think, all three at once and do each color as I go. I'll cross all three canvases and then I'll put that color in one of these containers just temporarily so I can, there's 12 colors, okay. So I'll put them in here just temporarily before I put them in storage, just for sake of time. And yeah, so let's get started on this. I wasn't sure in doing a video like this, because I've never done something like this, so I wasn't sure if I wanted to time lapse it or not. Here's number one. Okay, so we'll do number one. It says it's a 20-minute project. I'm thinking that they mean one of them takes 20 minutes, but you know, I'm not really sure. So here's the first color. The first color is a dark, like a, not dark green, but like a typical green. They, by typical, I mean like when you think of green, whoops, I dropped one. It's usually the color green you're thinking of. Well, most people, I guess, I don't know. So I'm noticing they're pretty staticky, so I'm going to get my dryer sheet. Here, and we're gonna, I used it to put in some containers, so we'll do our best here. Alright, so we're gonna just move them around, and I think I'm also going to wipe out this boat. Alright. So let's see if that has helped at all. There's not much of this, so I want to be a little bit more careful because there's not a ton of these drills, so I want to make sure I'm not going to run out of anything. Okay, so I've got my green drills. I guess I'll start with the green one because I don't see any green on the other two. So I'm looking for, sorry, trying to get this situated here. Okay, so on the key, the first color is that symbol right there. That little, I'm going to call it a marshmallow on a poker. Alright, so I need to load my pen up. I want to use all the materials they give me so I can really like kind of review this accurately. Even the paper covering the wax, it's not like super cheap. It's not the same. It's like more plasticky than it's like thicker. I mean, I know it's plastic on the other ones too, but it's like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It just feels better. You know how you can tell the difference between like different canvases? It's kind of like that. Okay, so I'm gonna, oops. So this little guy comes with this tiny little cover sheet. So I'm just gonna take this off. I kind of ripped it in half already on accident. So, work on this first. Alright, so we'll start off with me talking, and then I might switch it up and time lapse it depending on how long these actually take. I like it though. It is a little bit hard because it will move around. And obviously a light pad, I don't know if you guys thought about this, but a light pad won't work on these because it wouldn't shine through the magnet backing. So, but the symbols are very easy to read. They're very clear. So that's good. I'm just holding the magnet with my finger on the very edge, just so it doesn't slide around when I'm placing the drills. This is perfect. It was just the last day of March today. It's actually my nephew's 10th birthday today. We had a party for him yesterday. We had dinner at my brother's house, and I got my nephew, he's been into like chemistry sets. So I got him an Amazon gift card. So, because I don't know which sets he has and which ones he doesn't. So I just thought I'd give him some money to get whatever he wants to get. And he also my parents got him new rollerblades because he grew out of the ones he was using. So he was really excited about that. And they actually took my sister-in-law works at a barn. She gives riding, she works with horses and she gives riding lessons. And she also trains and shows horses. And so with being an animal lover, she finds many different animals that need homes, and she and my brother were fostering a really adorable little boxer puppy. Well, we don't know what he is totally. He's mixed with something else, but he has like a boxer face. And they ended up keeping him. His name is Oscar. He was found in a dumpster. So we know he was abused, and so he's very shy, and you have to be really careful when you approach him, just because he gets scared. Oops. Oh, man. That's a daily occurrence for me. Oh, bumpers. That's okay. Anyway, so he has made a home with my brother and my sister-in-law. He's very comfortable with them. It's just easier to do because they're rounds. It's easier to just do with my fingers. New people are tricky for him. So we were trying to help him socialize by petting him and having him be okay with it. He just needs to be able to trust you before you can like touch the top of his head. So I went to go pet him yesterday, and he kind of like, he didn't try to bite me or anything like that, but he definitely, like, he talked to me. He was like, no, don't touch me. Don't you touch me. And so he just like barked at me, which is fine. And I looked at my sister-in-law, and she was like, oh, he's just shy. You have to, like, you know, be careful with him. So, yeah. So anyway, what I'm doing now, I've finished this color on this shamrock, and I cut out the information on the package that it came in. And I'm just going to put this, I'm going to put these drills right into this extra container. And I'm going to put this little information right in here so that when I go to store them later, I know what they are. And I'm pretty sure that this is the DMC code right there, 8245, I think. But I'm not sure. I don't know. I think it is. Yeah, because they're all different. Again, this is the first time I opened this container because I wanted to do it with you on camera. And so I didn't go through and like figure everything out yet. Alright, so just to show you, there wasn't any of that symbol on this guy or this guy. So we're moving on to the second color. And that symbol is an up arrow. It looks like that. So again, there's no green on this one or the Ladybug. So we're still working on that shamrock. So just so I don't risk it, I'm just gonna do this again, just in case we've got static issues. It looks like we do, so I'm glad I did that. And we fold it, and we rub it, and they fly around, but it's okay. You know what, we're going to do one step better, and we're going to close it up, fold it, close it, and then shake it. Because these ones seem really, really, really staticky. Alright. So then we'll dump it back into the tray. Or dump it into the tray. Scissors. Okay. Alright, that seemed to do the trick. Alright, so we're looking for that up arrow again. And I see some up arrows. You know, I'm almost tempted to like tape this magnet down. The only problem is I don't have any like really sticky tape over here. I just have washi tape, but we'll try it. I don't really want to clip it on anything because I don't have my light pad near me, and I don't want to clip it to the edge of my board or my table because it won't be a comfortable work spot. So I just put some washi tape, a ball of washi tape on the back. We'll see if that helps to keep it a little bit more stable as I'm painting. Okay. Let's try that again. Let's see. Yeah, it's doing its job. A little bit, I guess. Yeah, so anywho, my brother now has 2 dogs, a black lab mix with something else named Diesel, and a boxer mix named Oscar. But he was found in a dumpster, so they named him Oscar after Oscar the Grouch, who lives in a garbage can. Just a little light humor for the dog's beginning. But yeah, he's very sweet puppy. He's just skittish and alert and scared because of his past. I mean, I just don't see how anyone can hurt animals. I don't get it. It's so sad. Anyone who fosters animals or rehabilitates animals, I give huge kudos to you, because it's hard, you know, when animals encounter a lot of trauma like that. Their behavior is very different from, you know, a dog who didn't experience it. And a lot of people don't understand that, and then they think, oh my gosh, you know, I rescued this dog, but it's a horrible dog. It, you know, bites, or it, you know, it hides and blah blah blah. But it's like, well, yeah, but that's because it's so scared of what might happen to it, you know. It can't talk to us like we can talk, right? So just like with children, you know, children communicate through their behavior. So behavior is actually a form of communication for everyone, and all animals, including us. It's nonverbal communication. And children, especially children who aren't verbal yet, who have, you know, for whatever reason, it might just be a developmental delay, or it could be a speech issue, or it could be, you know, whatever, a disability. It could be, you know, multiple reasons. But children who don't have those words have to find a way to communicate with the people around them. And that's the same with animals too. We just can't understand dog barking. But anyway, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these when I'm done. I kind of just wanted to see what they were like, but if I don't want to give them to anyone, I'll probably just put them on my fridge, stick them right on my fridge, and have them as magnets for my fridge for when kids, you know, make pictures for me at school, and I'll take them home. I can put them on my fridge. Yeah. I don't know how strong the magnets are going to be once the diamond's on there. I'm also interested to see that. I'm a little worried that it might lose some of its strength because of the weight of the drills, even though, you know, they're not big and there's not a ton of drills on them. They're obviously little partials too, by the way. None of the white has glue on it, other than the white symbols you see. Oh. Alright, luckily only one drill went overboard when that happened. Oh, geez. I could see this being a good little project for kids who are starting off diamond painting. It's small enough to be completed successfully by a child because it's so small. And it doesn't take a long time to do this, so their attention span would be able to handle it. And I think, so the package says ages 8 to 80, but I think younger kids could do this too, like younger than 8, as long as they have some guidance as to, you know, to remember, you know, what symbol they're on, or just to be careful when like pouring the drills and all that. And it depends on the child too. So, but I think 8 is old enough to be pretty much independent with this craft. That's just my opinion. I have given diamond paintings before to I think she was a 10-year-old, but her sister was 6. And Mom and Dad said that they loved it. So this would be a perfect little one for kids to do. For sure. So I am tired today. So right now it is Sunday morning, March 31st. Today is my nephew's official 10th birthday, as I mentioned before. Tomorrow is April Fool's Day. Never been big into April Fool's Day, but I'm thinking maybe I should. What would I do? I'm thinking to do something at work, but I don't know. Alright, so this color is finished. So I'm going to do the same thing I did with my first color. And I'm going to put it in this little container. I'm going to cut out this little label here. Alright. There we go. And we're on to the third color. Ooh, the third color is the AB green diamonds. Ooh, ah. Alright. And again, I think I'm going to just put it right onto my dryer sheet so I can take this, I can de-staticize them. De-static them before getting too far in and realizing that they're staticky. There's not very many of these at all, so be careful, Megan, be careful. It's interesting because I wonder if the colors go in order of the project. I'm not too sure. So here they are. Plus it makes your drills smell good for when you're completing your painting. Those dryer sheets smell so good. So there's the AB greens. The symbol is a little square bullet. A little black square. So let's see where those are. I see some right here. Alright, so I know a lot of people don't watch my videos entirely, but if you're still watching this video, I want your input. So, I'm trying to figure out the best way to say this. Ooh, that was satisfying. Those are so pretty. Can you guys see that? Isn't that pretty? Oh, they're beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, come on, key. Get out of here. Alright. I forgot what I was going to say now. Ugh. Distractions, distractions. Anyway, it'll come back to me, but I know I was going to ask you guys for advice on something, but I forget what it was. I forget what it was. Do you ever, while you're working with one color, you're like, all of a sudden I'll be like, oh my god, wait, which symbol am I looking for again? Like, I'll just spontaneously forget what color what symbol I'm looking for. So I have to like look back at the container at what the symbol is or what the DMC code is. And I have to go back to the key and make sure, because I've laid the wrong symbol so many times that, well, not so many times, but I've done it enough where I don't want to mess up again. I want to avoid that because it is so annoying. And it's like detrimental to your painting, because if you don't realize it in enough time and say the color is really close to another color in shade, you're never going to be able to, you're going to have to pull up all those drills. Oh my gosh. Ugh, I've had to do that a few times. So I always make sure. That's why it's tricky to be distracted while you're diamond painting, like watching videos and whatnot, because sometimes you can get messed up and it can have really detrimental effects. Alright, so here's I'm done with this already. This is moving pretty quick, actually. Well, as quick as I want it to move, I guess. But yeah, I am working off of, so last night I got, let's see, 7, I probably got a good 7, 8 hours of sleep last night. But the night before that, I was up until 4:30 a.m. Because I had to finish my presentation for my grad class. I made like a whole board and everything for it. And I was working on that, so I got 3 hours of sleep that night. And then yesterday I had to go and present my board, my research, and I tried to take a nap when I got home, but my brain wouldn't let me take more than like 15 minutes. And then I had a birthday party to go to, so I was really, really tired. And they say you can't catch up on sleep. Like whatever sleep you miss out on, it's like you can't reverse that effect on your brain. and the loss of whatever healing happens, you know, like the chemicals and whatever in your brain. So, that is sad. All right, so this color is number 4, and it's right there. It's a little plus sign. So I don't know if you guys do this too, but I just stick my tweezers and my scissors right into my clips, just to like hang on to them. My tweezers are in this clip over here. So just so they're at an easy to locate spot, you know. This color is like a really bright light green. And this is the last color I have to lay on this one. And then it's done. Usually I would be using my 3 drill tip, but because this is this came in the package and I'm kind of reviewing it, I want to use everything that I was provided with in the kit. And so far, I mean, other than the washi tape that's sticking the magnet to the table, I am using everything that it provided me with. And I'm just trying to make them straight a little bit, since I'm done with this section here. All right, let's do this next little part. The glue is sticky. I was a little worried it wasn't going to be very sticky. I don't know why. Probably because it's a magnet and I wasn't sure, but it seems to be doing the job. I wonder how long these will stick with that before they start to fall off. I've heard that the glue on the canvas glue on diamond paintings will last 20 years. But I definitely think it depends on the environment that your diamond painting is in. If it's a very humid place or a very hot place, I would imagine that the glue would have different effects. You know, it would affect the glue differently. Or if you're in a really cold place, or, you know, I mean, the magnet will go on the fridge, and I know the outside of the fridge isn't necessarily cold, but, you know, it's metal, so metal gets cooler than other materials. So I'm wondering, yeah, I'm just curious to see how these hold up, you know. How much will they stick on the fridge? You know, how much will they hold when I put it on the fridge? Will they hold one piece of paper? Can I do, you know, a picture? Can I do a couple pieces of paper? How much can I do? All good experiments to try. That's for sure. So it's officially spring, and it has snowed again in Michigan. Well, southeast Michigan. And by snow, I mean like it was coming down. Huge chunks of snow were coming out of the sky. And now the grass is coated with a thin layer of snow. I mean, I can still see the grass like poking up a little bit. but it's still a little disheartening. And I know we usually get, you know, a spring snow every year, but I just wish we would turn the corner already. You know, I am ready for spring. I'm ready for the temperature change. I am ready to diamond paint out on my table that's on my patio, my outdoor furniture. I am just ready. But I don't want it to go from being, I think right now the real feel is like 19 degrees. I also don't want it to go from 19 degrees to 90 degrees. I think that's what happened last year, and I was like, what happened to spring? Where was spring? We didn't really have a spring last year. It just kind of got hot. And I know I'm the first one to complain, you know, when it's too hot, and I was, you know, it just was winter, and we were waiting for the hot weather, and now we're complaining that it's hot. But complaining is just the way people connect. When they connect over something, even if it's negative, it's still a connection. I think it's easier to relate to something like that, which is why I think a lot of people just, you know, the first interaction they have is complaining. How are you today? Oh, the weather, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. So this guy's done. This first little magnet is done. And I'm just cutting the little baggie, the little label off the little baggie. So the first magnet was 4 colors, and it includes those AB greens. So I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to take the washi tape off. There we go. So I can show it to you. A cute little lucky 4-leaf clover. A little shamrock. Aw. Cute. That's easy. Alright, which one should we do next? Okay, so I was looking at the key because I thought maybe the symbols are on this key by order of magnet, or by canvas. So these 4 colors were all used on this shamrock one. I'm looking for the T. There's no T's on the peace sign, but there are on the ladybug. And then this symbol right here is also on the ladybug and not on the peace sign. So next we're going to do the ladybug. So let me get that started. Alright, so we're going to take off this covering. Alright, I just wanted to look at the antennas and make sure that we were good to go. So this color is like a really, really vibrant red, which is nice. And I think I'll just start wherever. It looks kind of like the printing is a little bit low on the ladybug. I'm going to put my washi tape on the back of it because if you can tell, you can see like the top of the magnet right there. Right there. And then do you see these drill symbols, how they're a little bit low? But it should be okay for this purpose. So I did put washi tape on it so it would just kind of stay in place, because my hand can't hold it right now because I'm trying to film it. So it's easier to just get it stuck down on something. Like so. Yeah, so I am one paper away from getting my master's degree. That's like 15 pages away, which is crazy to think about when you put it like that. And it makes me want to finish it really fast. But it's still a process for me. So I got to work on that today. I was thinking about taking the day off of any work that I don't want to do, like school-wise. I still have to do work for work, plan for the week and all that, send out the newsletter, all that. But I was thinking maybe I should take this Sunday to just relax and, do some self-care and de-stress and get ready for the week. But I also think I need to read more material and prep myself for this process, this paper writing process. I have to do an action research paper. So I have to kind of put everything I've learned about with my research, on the board that I made that I had mentioned previously. I have to write it all in a cohesive paper that makes sense and reflects on the literature and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm finally just one paper away from achieving my goal. And let me tell you, it will be a relief when it's done. My friend who I met in grad school, and we've been kind of, supporting each other through, and we've been taking all our classes together. She and I said, okay, so we're like perfectionists, but we are procrastinators too. Not really on purpose, but like she has a daughter and I have, she's actually she's an assistant at a preschool nearby. She's a year older than me, but she's been waiting for a teaching position to open at her school, but that hasn't happened yet. So I think she's trying to find another school that she likes, but with all of our priorities and our responsibilities, we have to prioritize our responsibilities. And this paper, because it's due on the 14th of April, so it's due in 2 weeks. So it's nice to think about that now because it doesn't, there's no stress involved. There's enough time for me not to feel stressed. But I know that if I keep thinking, oh, that's a far way away, my brain sort of tricks me and I end up waiting too long, and not putting it on my high enough up on my priority list to get it done in a calm amount of time and staying calm with it. And it's what we do to ourselves all the time, but we really just don't, sometimes we just don't know how long something's going to take us, but my professor, so this has been like a huge thing this whole semester. This semester's been the most unstructured, crazy semester I've ever had in grad school, and it's mostly due to my professor. So I don't know if I want to bore you guys with this story, but long story short, the professor who always used to teach this course is retiring, so another professor has taken it on. The professor that I currently have, unfortunately, and very sad, her mother is very, very, very sick and became very, very, very sick during the semester. I want to say like in late January. And so she lives in Canada, and so my professor has had to drive to Canada, and she stays with her mom from like Thursday through Sunday. And ever since this has been happening, my professor's sort of been, you know, non-existent. She doesn't really answer emails in a timely manner. She hasn't like emailed us and let us know, you know, she hasn't really supported us in any way in terms of doing this research. And a lot of people are really mad about it, and it makes me mad too, but like I'm pulled because like we get that I'm very sorry that she's going through what she's going through with her mother. It's so sad. And I've made sure I've checked on her and said, you know, and asked her if she needed anything, and making sure she's taking care of herself as well during this process, and talking to someone who, you know, she can let it out to and all that. But so she has been kind of gone, and I just wish that she would have I mean, I'm sure she probably thought about it, but she would have handed off our class to someone else, because it would have helped everybody in the long run. You know, it would have helped her because she wouldn't have had to worry and stress about, you know, teaching a college course when her mom is in the hospital dying, you know. And it would have helped us because we needed support, and we still do need support. But she's not able to give us that support. So it's been frustrating. But at the same time, you know, I empathize with her and what she's going through with her mother. But then at the same time, in the same breath, I'm like, well, yeah, but I've also paid $1,700 plus to take this course. And if you're not going to, you know, support me, then I need someone there who will, you know. But I know she's doing her best, and it's just unfortunate for, you know, all of us and for her that no one was able to, you know, take over for her during this time. But anyway, long story long, I guess I didn't make that short, but so that's kind of what we've been going through with our schoolwork, and why this has been kind of a crazy time for me. And I'm so excited to graduate and be done with it. I love learning, but at the same time, you know, once I'm done with this grad degree, then I can start to go attend professional development trainings that I want to do. You know, it's not going to be assigned to me like a course list is. So it'll be fun to get back into professional development and all that good stuff. Oops. So now I'm doing, this looks like black, but does anyone know like why some DMC codes start like with 8,000? Because this is the, I don't know, maybe it's not the DMC code, but this is 8001, So I'm not really sure, but it looks like black to me. So I would expect it to say 310, but maybe, I don't know. So if anyone knows anything about that, I don't claim to know everything there is to know about diamond painting. I think a lot of us have different experiences and have talked to different companies, and so you know, we all can pool our knowledge together. And I always love reading all the comments you guys leave to my videos. I've been trying to make videos amongst all my busy work I've been doing, because I like doing them, but it's been really tricky. So once I'm done with grad school, I'll probably, the goal is to be posting more often. My favorite videos to do for you guys are just fun, like paint with me videos. I like to do unboxings. Oh yeah, I remember I was going to ask you before. Okay, so if you're still watching this video, you, whoops, you get to have the first say-so in this idea. So a lot of people have said that they like hearing my voice. They think it's soothing. And which I kind of laugh at because I can make some shrill sounds. But I was wondering, since a lot of you like to just listen to me while you diamond paint, and since I kind of run out of things to talk about, and I will eventually, and I don't want to just talk about, like, I don't know, I can talk about arbitrary things, but I was thinking I could even maybe read to you. Like, I could do a voiceover that's just reading, or, you know, I don't know how you guys feel about that, because I guess reading would also depend on the content, right? So, of course, my first thought is to read Harry Potter, but that's, you know, not all of you want to listen to Harry Potter being read to you. But I wasn't sure. I wanted to, I don't know. I wanted to do something different. And I don't know. I'll keep thinking about it. But if you have any suggestions or ideas, please leave a comment below. And I will look at those. I'm like so in the zone right now. I'm not even like, I'm in a really good spot right now with the repetitive movement. Oops, that was not put on straight. Man, I messed up my mojo. Oh, I got it back. Ta-da! Hooray! So that was the circles. There's no black circles on the peace sign, so I'm going to put these ones away too. I always end up with a bunch of them in my bed. Whatever. Alright. So there's the Ladybug. It took about 16 minutes because there were only 2 color changes. So yeah, I would say it is about a 20-minute craft, because the other one that the shamrock, took a little bit longer. It took about 25 minutes, but that also had more color to it, more color changes. All right, so here they are together. Woohoo! So the next symbol I'm going to do is this little X. So let's get color number 7 out. It's a blue color, like a royal blue. I'm also going to do my thing with my staticizing. During the winter, there was this really, you know, obviously because it's drier, and the air's drier, but there was a night where I was getting ready for bed and I turned off my lights and I started to like fluff my pillow before I laid down, and I started seeing these like specks of light, and I was like, oh my god, that's the static electricity in the dark. It was so cool. So cool. Alright, so I'm just gonna, I don't think they take into account the time it takes to do this with the dryer sheet. Sorry, I know you guys can't really see what I'm doing right now, but in interest of time, I need to not fiddle too much with the camera. So, sorry about that. There's been no sticky drills with this little kit, which is good. I didn't really think there would be, but alright, works like a charm. Now they're all nice and ready to go. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to take the little film off of this guy, and we'll start doing these little X's. I'm just going to take my little roller and just go over each of them a couple times just to make sure everything's flat and glued on. There. And stay tuned for an update of what they look like on my fridge. Alright, so I finished these DiamondDotz sparkle magnets, and I just wanted to test them really quick to see what they could hold. So I just have some kids artwork. that was already on our fridge that I'll just try. So it looks like one piece of paper. It's really easy. The diamonds aren't, they're not like when I have to take it off of the fridge and bend it a little bit, they don't fall off. So that's good. I was worried about that too. So one piece of paper is fine. This is Chris's niece's birth announcement. So let's see, it's on like thicker cardboard. Let's see if this stays. All right, it's pretty good. Let's test it with this smaller one. Good. Oh, sorry. That works. Let's see how many. So I've got 2 pieces of paper and a birth announcement. So let's see if that sticks. All right, I can tell it's getting looser, but it's still sticking to it. It's still there. Let's try this one. Since it's smaller, I'm a little worried about its ability. Yeah, it's pretty loose. So yeah, I think that it definitely serves its purpose. All right, here they are all finished. It took me, all 3 took me a little over an hour to do, and to account for filming and putting into containers and all that. It was about correct. It's about 20 minutes per little magnet. Yeah, so it was pretty fun. There were only 12 colors, like I had mentioned before, for all of them, and I liked how they, you know, the shamrock was the first 4 colors. The first 4 colors were the shamrock, and then the next 2 colors was the ladybug, and then the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors was the peace sign hand. So I liked how it was kind of in order. If you wanted to, say you bought this and you have 3 children and you wanted each of them to do one, that would make it really easy to cut the colors apart from each other that come in those bags, because it came in, you know, that really long line of bags. So that would be cool to just, you know, give the first 4 chunk to for this one, the next 2, and then the next 5. Or I mean the next 6, sorry. This one had 6 colors. So yeah, I thought it was pretty fun to do. And in terms of extra drills, we've got plenty of extra drills. And so I'll just have to store these into my round containers whenever I get the chance to do that. I have a lot of storage I have to do. Maybe that should be a video too, huh? So yeah, I didn't run out of anything. I didn't even come close to running out of anything. So yeah, this was pretty fun. I think it was worth the $5 and, what was it, $5.76. So I bought this at Michael's. Again, it started off at $12. I got it for 40% off. They were on sale, and then I got an extra 20% off on top of that because of my teacher discount. So yeah, that was pretty neat. And I only used just one little hole to do all these. Definitely easy to do all in one sitting. I just took off the plastic papers and I just did the whole thing at once. No need to recover them or anything. And that's about it. Now I have another boat, another pen with a squishy grip. Yeah. So thanks for watching, you guys, and until next time, keep diamond painting.